Hello, cats and kittens. It's Monica with our Paranormal World, and tonight we've got Tex and his merry beard jingling all the way.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't hear him. I heard him earlier. There we go. Sound like cowbells. Clink, clink, clink. That is a pretty festive thing. I think, you know what? I actually got you a Christmas gift.
What?
I did. I don't know how the heck I'm going to get it to you, but I got one for you.
Well, I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah, I guess you will. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to see me very soon.
Well, thank you.
And you're going to get your gift. And I think I might also throw in some of that beard glitter. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
The festive beard glitter. I think we might throw that in there.
I actually went to we took my grandson. They had live reindeer down at the library, and we took him to. It was so cute because the reindeer were not interested in letting anybody pet them, so they stayed in the center of the corral. But all these little kids were sitting around reading their books to these reindeer.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So they were sitting on the ground and they're all reading their own little book, right? And to the reindeer.
Do you have the picture to share? Because if you don't, I think I'm going to share it. I'm going to upload it and share it because it's a pretty cool photo of Mr. Tex and the reindeer. It's pretty awesome.
But it was really cute, really cute to watch. And I had, of course, my beard ornamented.
Ornamented.
And yeah, I was when I walked up, everybody's like, they'd either I like that beard or just point and nudge. It's like, look,
get a load of this guy. How about you, Rob? What's up with you?
Nothing really. Same old, same old. I did the show earlier with Tex, Krista, and Brent. That was pretty cool. Little Christmas show. Tex is now fashioning different ornaments, which is very nice. No, I'm just trying to get through. What I decided is I'm going to stay sick until probably January 2nd. Then I'll start getting better.
Okay.
I'm just kind of burning it at both ends. I had the party last Saturday. I'm having a party this Saturday before the night show, right? And just running around, just running around all week, the last 10 days. And I've been sick for like 3 weeks, it seems. So my voice has been giving out, as most people know lately. And
right.
But I'm just going to tough it out. It's Christmas comes once a year, and I just do my gig, and yeah. So yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Check out Tex.
Look at Mr. Tex.
Now we put the red circle around him so that you could tell him apart from the other here.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, just want to make sure everybody got that. But there he is with his what'd you call it? Ornamented beard. There we go. So sharing the love with everybody there.
Yes. It's that time of year to share the love.
It is. Except for Chris, who's going to wake up to a hellacious text message here.
Poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, no rest for the wicked, right?
Evidently.
There never is.
There never is.
And there's always, even during this time of year, there's always something wicked going on, no matter what.
There is. Like what we're going to talk about tonight, right?
Yes.
The spooky side of Christmas, because there is definitely a spooky side of Yule, which is Christmas, by the way.
Right.
Yule. Like Yuletide carols really means Christmas carols, then.
Well, Yule was around before Christmas was. Yeah. They just fashioned Christmas after Yule to help convert the pagans.
Yeah, and also good old good old Saint Nick and Krampus were along well before
Oh yeah,
Christmas.
Saint Nicholas and Krampus.
Yeah.
Nobody wants Krampus gifts, except one person in my one person in my video comments was like, I want a Krampus gift.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Birch switches for you then.
I don't. Well, maybe they have a spanking fetish. I don't know.
People do
With an iron rod.
that. I don't know about an iron rod. That's more like a beating. It's like he's like,
A
yeah.
whole nother level, right?
That's all like,
That's what
he at
Krampus
least gets birch switches. They
didn't Krampus allegedly beat with the iron rod, or was that something a little less extravagant?
yeah, I know about the birch sticks, but not the iron rods. That's a whole nother level. I mean, I guess technically he's tenderizing you at that point.
Yeah, because I mean, this is the same guy that eats children. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the bag. Yeah,
He has to make that rump tender.
You gotta, yeah,
You know?
get him there.
that sounded really wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good times. We'll just sit here and stare at each
It's just
Let's
great
get
time.
into this.
We can get in it.
Rob's in the season. I'm burnt out. Tex is over there with bills in his
Yeah.
beard.
Hey, yeah, and it's. I'm glad that today was the longest day, or today was the shortest day, right, Monica?
Yes, Saturday is the winter solstice, so that's Saturday night is the longest night.
Okay.
But some people start on the 20th. It depends on how old school you are. It can start on the night of the 20th, and you're supposed to keep that Yule log burning. You're supposed to stay awake. You're not supposed to go to sleep. You're supposed to stay awake throughout the longest night in order to fend off the evil spirits that are haunting.
And
we are going to have a. I just confirmed it a while ago because I wasn't sure when we were having our Christmas. Because all my kids are coming in, which is a rarity. And so we're going to have Christmas, we're going to do presents, we're going to have dinner. After we do all that, we're going to go out, fire pit, we're going to have fire, we're going to have s'mores on the open fire. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm glad that your kids are all going to be around for that. Everybody shoves into my living room Christmas morning. Just like Rob's package that you are still able to get online, by the way. I mean, order it now. You don't want to be packageless on Christmas morning. And Rob's got the perfect package for your loved one.
Well, thank you. I can't wait for this all to come to an end, but thank you once again.
Wow.
Great season's tidings. Season's nicely wrapped.
Normally a man would love to hear an attractive woman talking about his package. I'm just saying.
Well,
he's not complaining. I mean, and
I'm not complaining. I just have my boundaries. She's married.
I'm pimping out that package, man. I'm telling
everybody. Just pimping out BMR's package for the holidays. Two sets of packages. There's 2 sets of packages, by the way, that you can get.
Oh, Rob has 2 packages.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a dual packaged podcaster.
Just do not let them roast over your fire too long. We don't want to have roasted.
Nobody wants a singed package, right?
Yeah, you don't want
Nobody likes a singed package. It looks unattractive, probably smells weird.
Well, you don't want his chestnuts roasted.
You don't want don't want
that.
Rob's like, can I leave now?
No, what they're referring. No, it's all right, Tex, because I fully expect this out of Monica. I've known her for a little bit now, which is awesome. That's why we do these shows. But my packages, however, are my 2 books you can find on Amazon. Bigfoot Mystery Rob presents True Cryptid Encounters, books 1 and 2. Type Bigfoot Mystery Rob in your Amazon browser, and you know what? If you are a current member of Amazon Prime, free shipping.
Sweet.
Free shipping. And I've also come up with letterhead that if you want it signed, give me your address. I'll sign the letterhead with a picture of me, of course.
Just put it all on a bear skin, just posing.
About a fire, pose one of these, and I'll get it out to you.
I'm feeling like like at one of the conferences, I can probably talk you in, like after a few drinks, I could probably talk you into posing in front of something, and I'll take a picture and I'll send that out as the BMR Christmas card next year.
Oh, that'd be a great idea. It doesn't take many drinks for me because I'm, naturally just, weird. So I'd be into that. I would do that.
We'll get him in a field of blue bonnet.
The field of what?
Blue bonnet. You haven't seen Texas blue bonnet?
Oh boy, no. Yeah, I've seen it. Nobody wants to see that. My package is nightly put together. This blue bonnet is definitely lacks the packaging that is needed.
Well, I mean, not Christmas, Easter gifts, right? We got to think ahead. You got to market ahead.
The
blue bonnet, yeah. Easter, that's good.
Think ahead in marketing. Right, we're in Christmas right now. You got to be thinking Easter. You got to be thinking.
I know, Monica. It was so funny that right the day after Halloween, I go into the local drugstore and they already got Christmas stuff out. The day after Halloween.
Well, they're already putting out Valentine's stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's just ridiculous.
I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day.
I don't celebrate it either. I never did when I was married.
I'm a very anti-Valentine's Day person. I just think it's ridiculous.
I'm anti-Hallmark.
I like Hallmark now.
Now
I like me a Hallmark. I like me a good Hallmark store. It smells nice.
I will say now that you mentioned that, we had a cool Hallmark store, which I did frequent because they had a lot of cool stuff, trinkets and stuff like that. And they're gone. It's gone.
Oh, there is one. I found one. I think it's the only one left in Texas. I swear to God. It's in McKinney. I drove by it by mistake, trying to avoid a traffic jam on the highway. And I was like, no, I pulled in there, became a Hallmark member.
Okay, there you go.
They got me.
Yeah. When did the whole Hallmark, when did they go from cards? Because cards aren't good enough, so they went to movies.
And don't talk shit about the Hallmark movies because I like the Hallmark movies.
If they would just change the actor and the storyline every once in a while, it would be okay instead of
they cycle through the same 3 actresses and the same 5 actors. The plot line is modified just a hint on each one.
They changed the town or the holiday. That's all they do.
It's it always cycles through the same 3 plot lines.
Yeah.
But I will tell you the one that caught me, I haven't seen a plot line like it before. And the Hallmark movie that I watched that got me addicted to Hallmark movies was 6 years old by the time I saw it. But it followed this lady who kept meeting this guy, and they were obviously good for each other, but the timing was off, and it took place over 3 or 4 Christmases. And it was always a near miss in every Christmas. And finally it worked out. And I was like, that is so cute. I like that. And I liked the actress. She was in Midnight Texas. She was one of the actresses in Midnight Texas, which was a short-lived TV series. If you hadn't seen it, check it out. It's pretty cool. So that's the whole reason I watched it, is because I recognize the actress and I like her.
I do like B actors and actresses. The B, yeah. Now, is Hallmark, that must be the channel that 52 weeks out of the year, if you're browsing through your cable, it has something Christmas on all the time. It's always a Christmas movie.
It's, you know what, though? They don't, it's Christmas is their cornerstone, but they do it all year. They'll have the 4th of July one, the Easter one, the, Memorial Day one. I swear they do it for every holiday.
Same plot.
Mm-hmm.
Different holiday.
Different time of year. They have summer ones, is the point I'm making. It's not just Christmas.
Absolutely. I hear you there. On with I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say.
On with not Hallmark movies is what you're saying. So
You
Yule.
know what? I can start it off if you want, Monica. Because you know me, I talk and then I'll have to take a break. I'm drinking my what I told you guys earlier what it was.
You know,
Honey.
a teaspoon of honey.
Guess what I got in there?
No, alone, just the honey.
Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Speaking of Yule tales, because I know Monica's much more versed than I could ever be with the solstice. Back in the day, I heard about a tale about the deer mother, and it was a spiritual figure way back in the early times, and she was worshipped by, people from I think it was like the British Isles, Scandinavia, Russia, Siberia, a few others. And today she's still revered in many of these places, right? And I guess it says that during the winter solstice, it's said that Deer Mother, she takes flight, carrying the sun's life-giving light into the new year on her antlers.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I guess some of the Finnish people, Scandinavian people, said that this deer had the power to travel between the world of the living and the world of the dead, or like the underworld. And they said the shamans themselves would take form of an animal or a deer. And they said that these deers, these magical antlers capturing the sun, right, would help the lost souls of humans cross over into the afterworld or the afterlife.
That's nice. So they'd guide them from this into the afterlife?
Okay. Yeah. And went on to talk about that's how the idea of where the sun is like reborn and the dead time of the year ends and a new year begins. So basically it captures the essence of the light, turns it into darkness, but then it ends that 1 year period and returns the light. And there you go. And then the underworld is now satisfied for 12 months. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
That is pretty cool.
That's
like Diana going underneath in Cernunnos coming up, right? So in pagan, and it depends on, there's all different thoughts, right? There's no one set, thing. But one of the ones that I learned was Diana, right? She's like the mother of, she's really the moon, but she's like, the like spring and summer, right? Life. And then as fall comes in, that's her entering the underworld, where she'll stay in the underworld during winter. And then Cernunnos, who is the god of winter and death, doesn't mean he's a bad guy. It's just his realm. He surfaces, and they just do this cycle where they're switching out.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You ever wondered why? Well, I mean, I guess it's self-explanatory. I'm sorry, I just think it's unfair that the cold and dark is always related to death. And
well, I mean, it's the time of year that the crops wither and die, the trees lose their leaves.
I know.
It's dark, it gets dark early. It's more dark than light. It's a whole cyclical thing in the northern hemisphere. Now, in the southern hemisphere, and I think about this every year, I just can't imagine Christmas being 105 degrees. Like Australia.
Oh, boy,
like Jojo, who I think is in the chat, experiences this. And it's just like such a foreign concept to me. It just like, snow. I mean, I don't know. I mean, when you think of a winter landscape, to me, or a Christmas landscape, you think of snow and, furry little woodland creatures. And
yes,
well, it is crazy because I wasn't talking to him. I was listening to somebody talk about that, and they were talking about it being so cold in August. Like, oh,
yeah, it's freezing. It's the worst month in Texas.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
It really
August
is.
is brutal in Texas.
You know, I can't imagine. And even like JoJo, yeah, she's in the chat, Australia for one, but I could never get these people that were telling some of my friends, especially the friends from college, they're like, wouldn't it be great, Rob, to go to Los Angeles during Christmas? I'm like, no,
Why?
no.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I love Christmas songs. I like them all, the new ones, the old ones, everything in between. But the one that I can't stand, and every time it comes on the radio, or if I see it, on TV that I got going in the background or whatever, as much as we all love Bing Crosby, that guy sings this song about the Honolulu Luau Christmas song that we've all heard. And I wish I could remember how
And
he goes. And it's just so stupid. Okay. I'm like, this is not Christmas. This is singing about Hawaiian luau's.
Yeah, Maka is.
Maka laka laka.
I just think of Christmas Vacation when I hear that. To say Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
Let me sing it for you since you don't like it.
But that's not the Hawaiian version, is it? Is that what that is?
And
that what the end is say Merry Christmas. I say Merry Christmas.
It's Hawaiian.
Oh,
yeah. When I hear that, I have visions of Randy Quaid in a Speedo.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Like swinging the towel around and throwing it in the water. Yes.
Which is a great movie.
Well, I could
watch it every year.
I could sing you a Christmas song. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Just like the ones
I used to know.
Where the tree tops.
Listen.
Okay, now
and children listen. To sleigh bells in the snow.
This is the spooky time of year.
Boo, boo, boo.
Paranormal world people serenading you over the air.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get back to Yule, but I want to know because it's coming. We're not going to have another show before Christmas, and I'm going to release a few shorts. I'm going to do one on the Yule Katurin, which is the Yule cat, and then I'll do one. And I know what you're thinking, Tex. It's not about the Yule log, and the longest night and all of what you should do to the longest night. So those are going to be coming out here pretty quick. But I want to know what are your must-watch holiday movies, because I've got a list that I've got to watch like around Christmas, like leading up to Christmas. Got to watch them. So I want to know what yours is, Rob. Do you have a list of movies that like you have to watch every year?
I have some that I always make sure that I do watch. Yes. The one that I least like watching is the Jimmy Stewart one.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie all the way through.
I'm not really a fan of that for whatever the reason. And people say, Rob, that's sacrilegious not to like that. Well, whatever, to each your own. I must say I do like the National Lampoon with Chevy Chase. I always watch that. I do. Yeah. Another one that I don't like either is with listen to me, I sound like Krampus. The other one that I don't like is with the kid with the BB gun.
Oh, Christmas Story.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that. I remember seeing that in the movie theater when it first came out.
See, I don't know. It's okay, I guess.
That's how old I am. Yeah. I remember seeing it in the freaking movie theater.
My favorite probably Christmas movie is Die Hard.
Okay.
It reminds me of, I like it. You get that even though it's not a Christmas movie, in the sense of the word.
No, it is. I mean, it takes place over Christmas, so it's technically.
And one of my favorite Christmas songs is played in the beginning, right? And I'm like, I'm just captured. I'm into it, And then the other one, though, it would happen to be, I said National Lampoon, that one. And there's one other one that just slips my mind. Oh, I do like the very, very first with McCulkin.
Oh, Home Alone.
I do like that one. That's funny as hell. I always get a chuckle out of that one. So those are the three that I watch during the month of December anyway.
Sure. How about you, Tex?
I like to watch Die Hard,
Mhm.
of course. Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Rudolph, the Island of Misfit Toys.
The stop motion. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, time out really quickly. I didn't know we could use animated movies.
Well, sure. I mean, a movie. Whatever.
Go ahead, Tex. My list is all of them for that.
You like the Heat Miser one?
I love that one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah.
I like pretty much all the Rudolph movies. I mean, I really do.
Yeah.
Of course, the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Gotta have Charlie Brown. And at Thanksgiving also. I do like
Yes. Yeah.
Charlie
And
Brown.
Halloween, Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, and the Great Pumpkin.
Mhm.
It's not really a Christmas movie, I don't think, but Harvey.
With the Invisible Rabbit?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That seems more like an Easter movie, but I got you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I guess.
National Lampoon's Christmas
Sure.
Vacation, of course. Elf.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one.
I like. Yeah, I like that. I can watch it once a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I used to watch Frosty the Snowman, not so much anymore. Because I don't know, it just feels different. But let's see. I think that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not really the Christmas Story. I'm not really a fan of.
See, I like it.
Yeah.
No, I like Scrooged.
Scrooged is on my list. I gotta watch Scrooged.
I've never seen it.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not coming on. I'm telling you, absolutely, I've never seen it. I need to see it. In fact, I have it queued up on Netflix.
Please watch it. You'll
So,
love it. You'll love it.
Yeah, I will watch it. I know I should. That sounds weird not to see that. But I
All
said,
right, everybody, I'm feeling really weird about tonight.
but I will say that the animated ones, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, #1, my favorite. Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Okay.
Then Frosty. Frosty. I'm kind of with Tex on that one. That's why he's #3. And then the 3 movies I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there's one with Ralphie. That's his name, Ralphie.
Yeah.
I think it's because on Christmas Day they play it
on 24/7.
Oh, and it's almost like it doesn't matter when you turn on the TV, it's on. So maybe I was just more annoyed with how come this is always on. But I will say this: maybe I'll tell you, Monica, I'll do it. I'll do it for you along with Scrooge. I will sit down. I'll get into it. I'll watch it from beginning to end. Then I'll give you my verdict when we all get back together after Christmas.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I love the Bumpus Hounds. Sons of bitches, Bumpuses.
Yes, yeah, I have to give it an effort because I don't even know what you're talking about with that. So yeah, I got to watch.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, okay, so the father is Kolchak, the Night Stalker.
Yes, of course.
So you got to love him.
I do love him.
I mean, you can't not love Darren McGavin, and Kolchak is so iconic. So I just love him no matter what he's in.
Yeah.
So my movies are obviously Christmas Vacation. Got to have Christmas Vacation every year. The Wrath. If you haven't
Good
seen The
movie.
Ref, you've got to go see The Ref. It's got Dennis Leary in it. He plays a cat burglar
Oh boy, okay. Yep.
who kidnaps like Kevin Spacey's family. It's hilarious. It is
It's Kevin
hilarious.
Spacey and Madeline Kahn, isn't it?
No, I'm not sure who that actress is. Is it Annette Bening?
Mm.
She looks
Uh-huh.
like Annette Bening. I don't. But anyway, it's them.
No,
I watch Amos and Andrew and Scrooged.
Scrooge with Bill Murray or with
Yes,
the
with
old...
Bill Murray,
Okay.
the comedy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then of course Christmas Story. But I mean, it's very sentimental for me. I just love Christmas Story.
Okay. Okay.
So that's that.
On a
Christine
different...
Hmm?
Go ahead, Tex.
Christine Baranski is
Well, no, she's the sister-in-law. She's not Kevin Spacey's wife.
Judy Davis.
That she have red spiky hair. I don't know who Judy Davis is.
She doesn't in this picture, but yeah.
You know what, Tex, did you say Madeline Kahn? Did somebody mention Madeline Kahn earlier?
Yeah,
I did.
That just sprung something in my head. This is not Christmas related, but one of the movies that I can't watch 24/7 on a random roll is, of course, the black and white with Gene Wilder.
Oh yes,
Young Frankenstein.
Oh, absolutely.
I can quote that into the ground.
That is like, no, that's like fantastic. But again, I like actually anything with Gene Wilder in it back in the day.
Yes. Well, Gene Wilder's hilarious. How can you not like Gene? And he was such a sweet man too. If you haven't seen his biography, you should watch it.
Yeah.
Didn't he marry Gilda Radner from?
He did.
Yeah. Okay, that's a sweet story. Sad, sweet,
Sad.
everything all tied into one. Yeah.
And he loved her so much. I just love to see movies, stories like that.
Yes.
So, okay, let's move on to the spooky Christmas time. Do you know anybody other than the dear lady?
No, but I was going to say that, I mean, there might be a couple that I might know. I know, you know how lately we've been talking about gnomes?
The Tomte?
Yes.
The Nice? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just reading something earlier today about the gnomes, I guess, from are known actually to emerge from underground during, as you're talking about the solstice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to recollect if any of the stories I've gotten were during that period, but I think most of them were in the summer, so that would kind of scratch them out. But I thought that would be interesting. And I also find it interesting that these folks that have the Santa-like gnomes or elves, that they seem to be mischievous too. I mean, I don't know. I've never.
Well, okay, so there are gnomes and elves, the Tomte, who we discuss this time of year because they're the ones you see with the hats and the beards, right? They're tied to land, and they usually were helpful, right? They would take care of the barnyard, they would take care of the land, and they would make sure that like nothing bad happened, like no evil spirits came in, like they would guard everything. But if you disrespected them, they'd go berserk. They'd go nuts.
Kill animals, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, they've been known to like kill the animals in the yard out of revenge for throwing a fit. And if you want to see a movie about them, it's Something in the Barn. There's Something in the Barn is the name of the movie.
I queued that movie up and started to watch it today, but I got interrupted.
Yeah, and that is a Tomte or a Nice. And they have all kinds of stories about it. And they're not always bad. I mean, they're generally seen as, helpful and benevolent. Little creatures, just don't cross them. Don't tee them off. And
sometimes you don't know you do it though.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to something about brownies, right, and hobs. Mm-hmm. And they are helpful little things, but if you upset them, right, they're helpful around the house. But if you upset them, they'll leave forever. Like they don't throw a fit like a tonta will, but they'll just leave, right? And one of the things that you can do inadvertently to offend them is gift them clothing. For some reason, they're just really offended that you're gifting them clothing, which leads us into my next Yule creature, which is the Yolakotorin, which Tex thinks sounds like something else and will giggle like a school child every time he hears it.
Yulakotorin?
Yolakotorin.
Yes.
It's the Yule cat.
Oh boy.
Do you know what the Yule cat is? So the Yule cat is this humongous feline that stalks the countryside in Iceland, and it eats people that do not get clothing as a gift for Christmas or are not wearing the new clothes that they were gifted at the holidays.
Whoa.
It's awful unfair.
I mean, I know.
You mean, Monica, if you got clothing for Christmas and did not wear it,
and you're hiking, like you're cross-country skiing, you're going to your aunt's house in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
The Yolakotorin is going to nab you and eat you.
I am very
What
lucky.
if I don't want to wear the Speedo that Grandma got me?
Hey,
You
listen.
better wear it, dude.
Tex, I'm with you. I'm very lucky because growing up, I got so much. And even as a kid, I knew when I opened up the ugliest clothing, even as 8 years old, like, this is nuts. I'm wearing this.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky that I haven't been eaten long ago.
I know, right? Well, see, that's my point is you better stop complaining about the socks and the pink bunny outfit and get to wearing it if you're going to be stepping outside during the holidays because the Yolakatorin is waiting in the bushes for you.
Oh, somebody gets me a pink bunny outfit. I'm wearing it.
Well, I will find one that will fit you. I'm on a mission now.
Oh, I actually, speaking of socks, I ran out today to take out the garbage without wearing socks. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm still sick. I don't know.
Because you're going outside with it. How cold is it up there?
31 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, a little bit of snow, ran through the snow.
It can't decide if it wants to be cold or warm here.
That ain't no lie.
And my oak tree out front, like held onto the leaves, and then the last 3 days, it was like the Whomping Willow and Harry Potter just all of them fell at the same time.
No, I got like 2 feet of leaves in my yard.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, where the heck? And it just in time for the rain to mat them down. So they'll be on the rain.
Leaf patrol on.
I mean, you can't blow the leaves when they're sopping wet.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, can't blow them when they're sopping wet.
Well, I'm to the point where, as you guys know, I have a big garden. So I take the leaves and I blow them all or rake them into the garden.
Yeah.
And I let them just dissolve into the ground. It acts as fertilizer for the following year.
Yeah, that's what I do. Well, it's also insulation, right? I don't have to put all the mulch out if I've got the leaves covering my plants.
Right.
Yeah, I still have to put frost covers on my wisteria, and I probably should put it on my gardenias. I planted gardenias this year, and I'm hoping that they.
Are they supposed to last through the winter?
We're gonna find out. I mean, I'm in zone 8A. If I put a frost cover on them, they're supposed to be okay.
We got so much wisteria, I wish it would die out.
See, I can't get it to grow.
Oh my gosh. How can you not get it to grow?
I don't know, Riley. I don't know. It doesn't like me. The wisteria is like, not her.
I'll send you a picture of the wisteria on our fence.
I'm sure it's beautiful, and it's probably exactly what I want on my fence, but I can't make happen.
It is the fence now.
I think we had this conversation, Monica, some time ago. I need plants that will come back each and every single year.
Perennial. Yeah, you got to get perennials.
But in my zone, I think you told me I'm in zone 5 or something.
Yeah, that's easy to look up. We can look it up.
Yeah. Well, we can do
That's another thing that I thought about doing was starting a native plant, like tiny little native plant, like store here.
Oh,
Because I just really think that it's important to plant with what is native to your area, right? It helps the pollinators. It
Yeah.
helps everything. It's better for the environment. If you want a perennial that's going to keep coming back, you are going to have more success with something that is native to your region than getting something that is shipped in from Georgia, let's say, So, yes.
and
But man, I love my elephant ears. Oh my gosh.
at the carnival,
Yeah.
I love them too. Or is that a plant?
It's
It
planted.
is a plant.
Oh, okay.
They're
Over
really cool though. They're like little umbrellas. Like when it rains, the rain just
Oh, wow.
used to
Yeah.
rain. Like it rolls like water off a duck's back. It just hits the leaf and rolls on.
Very nice. I like that. I'm going to have to check into that now as well. Excuse me. Briefly, yes. No, I'm not ignoring people in chat. I don't have my phone handy, so I can't type. So hello to everybody.
I'm not ignoring people in chat either. I'm trying to keep my mind focused on the show. Really trying hard.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we all kind of are,
Well, I've got two of my most favoritist co-hosts with me tonight.
Oh.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and Breezy couldn't make it tonight. He is fighting off the strep throat. And yeah, which if you've ever had it, you know how horrible that is.
That is
And
not
he thinks he'll be okay for tomorrow night's show. I told him don't push it for tomorrow night. He thinks he'll be okay. Of course, it's his show. It's up to him. But everybody just send your well wishes to Breezy and his family. All of them have it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I'm
rough.
projecting it now. And yeah, I can only imagine because my throat has not been the same. I can't tell. I can't remember what it feels to have my throat normal.
Yeah.
It's been that long with what I got going on. And hooking, they don't have elephant ears at the fairs where you're at. I thought that was kind of all across the United States, the good old elephant ear.
What's an elephant ear?
It's a big like cinnamon. You get it at a festival or carnival. It's a big old cinnamon type of pastry that they bake and
We call
cover
them
with
funnel
sugar.
cake.
Okay.
Well, funnel cake is a funnel cake. This sounds more like fry bread or something.
Kind of like that. I can't explain it. It's just like it's like a very light pastry spread out to the shape of elephant ears and covered with sugar and cinnamon, and it's baked and it's very hot.
Sounds awesome.
It's very gooey and sticky and very good. And I think they make it in different parts of the country. It might have a different name. Oh yeah, I discovered them about 10 years ago. I didn't even know they existed until a decade ago. Because my dad had me get him some one day. I was going to his house back in the day, and I told him I was coming home from his carnival. He goes, "Hey, Rob, go get me some elephant ears, man, from that carnival." I go, "The hell are you talking about elephant ears? You want like a Dumbo thing?"
It's hang on a second.
Tex is looking it up for us.
Thank you, Tex.
He's illuminated. We can tell he's Googling.
Yeah. You can almost read his glasses.
Hey, Jackie. Jackie says, hi. Tex, Monica, BMR. Hi.
Hello, Jackie. Again, I can't type, but hello to everybody. And yes, Hooking says they're like a fried bread, but better. That's what Hooking says.
I don't know. Fried bread's pretty good, man.
I like anything fried.
Ooh.
Yeah, there they
That's
are.
what I thought it would look like. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
It looks like a real thin apple fritter without the apple.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kind of. But man, it's nice and ooey and gooey and very sticky. Very sticky.
Kind of a spread out like a long, flat beignet.
Ah.
Looks like a sopapilla
It looks
to
like
me.
a beignet. Yeah, a sopapilla. Yeah. Like a flat sopapilla.
Yeah. And I don't recommend eating it without at least Oh, for me, anyways, a nice tall pint of milk, but nice ice cold to wash that baby down.
And guess what, guys? Donnie Cho's in the chat. Guess what else? I agreed to be on his show tomorrow night
Awesome.
with some guy who thinks Freddie Mercury is overrated, and I told him those were fighting words.
Yeah, we'll both be on that show.
Excellent.
So tune into Donnie's show tomorrow night and watch me fight somebody over Freddie Mercury.
That'll be fantastic. That's Friday. Yeah, today's Thursday. Yep. Okay.
Is it tomorrow night?
Well,
I thinking it was Saturday.
Well, I was supposed to go on Saturday. I mean, he asked me to come on to talk
Saturday
music,
night. Saturday night.
and I told him I'd have to get back with him because I had a party that I didn't know if it was going down, but it is going down Saturday at my house. So I told Donnie, yeah, I can't. I have to bow out because my party won't be done at 9:00.
Listen,
it'll be done.
You
It'll
keep
be done
going
just
to parties and talking about your parties, and you had a party last weekend.
I
And
did.
I'm not invited to your parties. I
Yeah,
invited
but
you
Monica,
to New Orleans, sir.
I told you what my answer would be, depending on the Lions. But Monica, I can't invite you to Michigan. You're not going to drop a hat and fly over in a you know.
I don't know. You keep talking about how cool your parties are.
Yeah, well,
I might.
are cool. They are cool. I mean, I'm hot.
I might. I want to go hang out with the guy that thought the mannequin across the street dressed like Michael Myers.
Oh yeah, boy.
At his house for 3 hours.
Yeah. Did you hear that text? Yeah.
I did.
I just really want to hang out with Rob. Every time Rob is in the vicinity, I am unable to make the event.
Well, I am kind of fun, I guess.
I think you're a lot of fun. So that's why I wanted you to come to New Orleans.
Well, it's not totally off my books because, if the Lions are out, they're out, right?
I'd like to see Donnie Cho in New Orleans. I would like to see Donnie Cho drunk on Bourbon Street with me. Don't you think that would be?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make the New Orleans.
And I don't think Breezy is either. It's going to be me. It's going to be
really,
alone on the streets of New Orleans. That is.
I really had a good time with Donnie Cho in Alabama.
That's a hell of an elephant ear.
That's an elephant. That's an elephant ear there.
That's where they. Oh wow. Okay. I guess that would be kind of shady.
Yeah, it's a great umbrella if it starts raining. Dunk under one of those leaves.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh, so Hooking wants to hear the story about the mannequin, Rob. Even though it's Christmas, tell us a chilling Halloween story.
Oh, well, they want the man. JoJo said it was epic. Oh boy. So I'll do the mannequin because that is pretty funny and creepy at the same time. So it was just this past Halloween, so it was very current, very fresh. Fresh.
I would like it.
Yes. So at the house is Halloween. Kids are all up and down the street. I'm passing out candy, which I always do, usually. And we had a lot of kids this past Halloween for a reason. It fluctuates up and down all the time. So I'm out there, and now across the street, directly across the street, everybody, there's a house that the family moved out of it, and it's up for sale, and excuse me, so it's up for sale. Yeah, nobody's been there, not a living soul around it. Maybe a realtor showed the house a few times, this, that, and the other, but it's pretty much empty. No lights on. A little dining room light to dim the house just to keep it lit at night. So Halloween's going on. It's about an hour and a half. It's starting getting a little dusky dawn. It's starting to get dark. And I'm outside. I hear this little fire going in the front yard for the kids, all this, that. And when I'm sitting out there. So, then now it's like almost pretty much dark, and all the neighborhood people are turning off their porch lights and such, and then the traffic the kids' traffic was done, right? So I'm like, okay, well, time to, skedaddle back in the house. I look up and down the street to the left to right. I just glance at the house across the street. No big deal. I'm just checking everything before I go in. So the house across the street also has this big tree. And I'm getting ready to like go, turn in and watch TV. And I happen to look out the curtains of my house to the front street. And I look to the across the street at that house. And I happen to notice at this house, this figure kind of standing there. And I squint my eyes, you guys, because it's somebody standing there, just kind of right on the offset of the tree. You can see the head and arm and a tall body, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Is that someone standing there? Because I can't tell what it looked like a person. So I'm thinking, well, what's going on? Is this somebody, freaking out the neighborhood? Because I immediately started getting a little freaked out as it's staring at my house. So I shut the drapes, the curtains, whatever. I go in the kitchen, I do whatever, waste a few minutes. And I'm thinking, man, I got to go back and take another look. And this figure of this person is standing there across the street. Hasn't seemed to move to me, and it's glaring across at my house. I'm like, okay, I got to investigate this just a little bit. So I get out and I sneak out my back door and I go all the way around to the other side of my house to a fence, which I can peer in a little closer. And I swear it was a person standing there that was dressed like Michael Myers, of the guy, my favorite movie and scariest dude of all time. And I'm like, wait, is there a guy really standing dressed as Michael Myers here staring at my house? And I'm like, this guy is freaking me out a little bit. If this is a human being, he's doing a good job. You guys, it went by time. I look at time and time rolled by. It was almost going on 45 minutes up to an hour of this person would not move. I went back in the house hoping he would go, and I go back out, still there. So good. So good old BMR. He sees this guy for the last time. I said, I got to get close, and I got to see what's going on. So I get out. I leave I leave my back house. I'm going across the street, and I think I brought, what was I saying? I think I brought this stick with me. Some sort of,
Yeah.
Actually,
you had something in your hand.
Huh?
You had something in your hand. I
It was
remember.
in my hand.
Go all Detroit on him.
No, what it was? You know what it was? It was Gary Spike's walking stick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's right. Remember, Mark? Okay. Yeah, I had that. I'm going out, and I'm just getting closer and closer to this Michael Myers figure, and he's staring me down, and I'm getting kind of like, this is kind of freaking me out because it looked like a person, man. It did, especially from the distance, getting closer and closer. And I yell, "Hey!" Tap the stick. "Hey, what's going on here? What are you doing?" And then no answer. I'm starting to think, I don't know. So I said, I got to find out for myself what's going on. Get closer, closer, and closer. And before it's all said and done, I get up very close and I realize that it was a mannequin placed there dressed up like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Now, story's not over. I look at it, I look around, and I'm like, kind of laughing to myself a little bit. Oh my God, great setup. Had me going. And as I said, it's been out there for going on an hour now. So there had been somebody watching me go through this ritual of looking like an idiot. Because no less than 5 or 10 minutes, I look out to see if this mannequin's still there. And everybody, just like good old Michael Myers, he's gone. And now I'm thinking, I'm having second thoughts. Oh wow. I mean, I said that's a great hoax. Somebody had to. It was perfect, you guys. I investigate, I yell, get close, I see some mannequin, go in the house, and it's been there for an hour. Less than 10 minutes is gone. That, you guys, was very freaky.
They invested some time in that prank.
They
They
did.
did. They played a long game on that one. You know, they probably had like a ring camera set up on it or something.
Yeah, it says have you ever seen Dodgeball?
Well,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so like the mannequin he puts with the camera in its eye that's watching the
Yeah.
opposite team. Yeah.
So, yeah, and I remember telling this too, Monica, you probably remember this. So it's gone, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of relieved, but wondering. I get a phone call from my buddy Brian, of course, my best friend who I hate, the guy whose pool I literally built with him, blah, blah, blah. With the drone, flew over the pool, took pictures of us, right?
Because that's not creepy.
That's not creepy at all. And he goes, hey, then he calls me. He goes, you have a lot of kids for Halloween? I'm like, yeah, I did actually. He goes, yeah. He goes, hey, he goes, what's the name of that favorite movie you like during Halloween? I go, Halloween, Mike Myers, why? He goes, oh, I just wondered. Click. And I didn't call him back. I'm like, you asshole. That was you. That was cool.
He was like, what was he like waiting around the corner? Just to like,
I have no idea about that.
That's the long game. That's dedication.
That was a long game. I pulled a lot of pranks on him, I must say. And
he got you.
Yeah, and his pranks never were as good as mine. I've always gotten him. But I tell you what, of all the pranks, that has to be number one. And he won. He won the battle. Didn't expect it out of him at all. In fact, he even calls me early. I'm so tired from work, man. I'm going to bed about 6 o'clock.
He set up the scene. All right.
Yeah, you know.
Throw you off the scent. All right.
Yeah. You know.
So if you want to watch a funny animated like YouTube video about prank, it's called Prank Wars. Bruce Stew, this guy Bruce Stew, who I love, he's hilarious. He's got one about prank wars, and it is hilarious. You got to watch it. It's so funny.
All right, well, let's check.
Have you ever watched Foamy the Squirrel?
No. Have you ever watched Planet Unicorn?
Foamy the Squirrel must have rabies.
Well, man, y'all got to look up Foamy the Squirrel. And look up Foamy's rant on Star Schmuck's coffee.
Oh, okay. So we're going to be telling one. Okay. Bruce Stew's The One Chip Challenge video. It's hilarious. Watch it. If you, like my husband, are a connoisseur of hilarious jokes involving your backside, watch the watch the video One Chip Challenge from Bruce Stew.
Okay. Monica, did you hear that drone story right quick that you said was creepy? You didn't hear that? You
were talking about it on
your Did I tell you about, you were there on that? Was that Saturday night?
Yeah.
About the guy.
Yes. And then he sent you guys photos of yourself?
Yeah.
Creeper.
Man, that was creepy. Yeah. That was like, whoa.
I will return the favor in kind if you do some weird shit to me like that. Like, all my friends get tagged back eventually. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I can't imagine. And that was 2 years ago. Now, of course, whatever's going on today is going on today. Who the hell knows?
We were standing out with the reindeer earlier, and yeah, it's so funny because those little one-seater helicopters, those little mini choppers.
Yes.
One of those flew over, right?
Oh.
And everybody was like, I was like, don't panic. It's not a drone.
I thought it was a drone?
Well, it was kind of hard to tell.
Everybody's freaking out over the drones.
Everything's a drone.
Come on now. Yeah. Stop.
The thing about the drone, like I said, that experience I had with the privacy, yeah, definitely
I mean yeah.
that bugs me. That's not right. Okay. But as far as what's going on now, I mean,
Shoot it out of your airspace.
yeah.
Don't do that in Texas. You'll lose a drone.
Yeah.
You will lose a drone.
My thing is this. I don't know. And
What
I
about
didn't
the
look it
Battle of
up.
Los Angeles going?
Oh boy. Here's what I was gonna ask you guys, and I think I looked up the law in Michigan and I forgot because this was a couple years ago. If there was a drone flying in my space in my yard and I had a illegal weapon, shotgun or whatever, and I blow it out of the sky, am I going to go to jail or I wonder how that works. I don't know how it works in Michigan.
Okay. I know here, if you're not city limits, you're okay.
Yeah. You can't do it in the middle of downtown Dallas.
No.
Yeah.
But in the neighborhood, the subdivision, away from the
Probably not a good idea in the subdivisions.
Yeah,
Your
probably
agents
not.
would
Houses.
lose their
in a
mind.
rural area. If
in
you're
rural areas.
you're on an acre of property, anything goes.
I mean, I'm like on the outskirts. I'm in town, but I'm on the south side, which is kind of outskirts of town, like starting to peter out where I am. I'd shoot it.
Well, I tell you what, I could probably pull it down with a high power pellet gun.
Yeah.
You know, that's not dangerous.
If you're a good aim.
Well, it'd have to be one of those rapid fire semi-automatics.
You could actually bring it down. You could actually bring a drone down with a good
slingshot.
Well, you could take it down with slingshot, but you could probably take it down with one of those little
airsoft guns. What?
Yeah, airsoft guns.
Oh, okay.
Those are pellets essentially.
Because all you got to do is disrupt. I mean, the rotors.
You hit the rotor.
Rotors are not.
Yeah.
Very hard.
One of them. Yeah.
Just one is going to lose its flight pattern. It's going to lose control, and boom, down it goes.
They just arrested a guy where Bristol is for taking out an Amazon drone that was hovering over his yard. Dude, he's just trying to deliver a package. Calm down.
Yeah,
and people are losing their minds.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm interested. Are there any Rougarou during Mardi Gras in New Orleans, Monica Rollins?
Good question.
I think you meant Monica, not Montana Rollins.
Montana Rollins. No, that sounds like something else.
No. Are there any Rougarou in New Orleans? That they're in the swamp surrounding New Orleans.
Well,
so
are you going to go
longer into the city limits, but they're not going to be going down the parade route.
Are you going? Do you go to Marie Laveau's grave over there
in the cemetery?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to get robbed.
Huh?
No, I don't. I don't go into the cemetery because I don't want to get robbed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
I mean, yeah, St. Louis Cemetery. I can't remember if she's in one or two. I do. I mean, I'll go into. There's one in the middle of the Garden District. I think it's number 2. That's in the middle of the Garden District that I will go into. But some of these cemeteries, like when. Well, you're not going to go. I was going to say when we go to, because I'll go to the Café du Monde in City Park. And to get there from the French Quarter or from the Garden District where I am, you have to drive through a cemetery. It's literally a city of the dead. Like you are driving. I mean, it's a street, but on either side, it's just mausoleums. It's crazy. Those you don't go into.
I'd like to go to Marie Laveau's grave, and I'd like to go to Madame. What was that other one?
Lalaurie?
Yeah, she got killed all her slaves and everything.
Yeah, that's Lalaurie. The Lalaurie mansion.
Yeah.
That's in the middle of the French Quarter.
We need to talk about that story sometime.
Yeah.
She was freaking evil.
She was very evil. And she got away. And some people think that she went up to St. Francisville. And some people say she went back to Paris. But either way, she got away with it. And she didn't stop. She didn't stop.
Oh,
So
absolutely
there's
not.
some horrific stories.
You don't do that stuff and just stop.
No, you
Just
don't.
don't.
Yeah, she was cruel. Yeah, we will have to talk about that. I mean, that's a true crime thing. We could talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So we could talk about, what we could do even is we could talk about the true crime in New Orleans, which would be La Laurie. There's another one. There was another one who was the axe. Yeah, the axe man. No, but there was another one who was, being just horrible to their servants and mutilating them.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
No, it's not La Laurie. It's a different. It's separate from La Laurie.
On the subject of New Orleans,
Nolans.
Ms. Rollins.
Laissez le bon temps rouler.
You're very good with your dialects. I'd be interested. I bet we could run into a vampire down there.
Oh yeah, that's not hard.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, that's not hard.
No, that's what I mean. That's why I'm fascinated about that place.
Yeah, I mean, the sanguines probably not. I mean, in my opinion, those are few and far between. But energy vampires are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That and voodoo practice.
Silence. Yeah, I mean, but voodoo isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I think people are afraid of it because they don't understand it. And it looks scary, but it's not.
Well, I heard stories.
Certain aspects of it.
Well, I mean, it depends on the practitioner, like any other thing.
Yeah.
I was watching this movie, The Serpent and the Rainbow, many years ago.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And so, do you think there's any validity towards some of these voodoo doctors, witch doctors that you're not local, you're from out of town or whatever, and you happen into their shop, and they have these different potions, they have these sampler or whatever the situation is, where I've heard the stories, much like the movie, where it slows down everything, your heartbeat and all this, where you're almost dead and you get buried in the graveyard in New Orleans, where you literally would get buried in a coffin beneath the ground. And then all of a sudden, once the potion wear off, you're now alive and you're trying to get out, and people would hear voices from the cemetery of people trying to get out. And they thought it was perhaps vampires or the undead trying to get out of the grave. And I guess you uncovered certain people. They literally found people that were buried alive.
Oh, sure.
Well, that's where the whole bell came from.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't just in New Orleans. That was everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I just remember New Orleans from that movie, I think. Or Haiti, or Haitian, or out in Haiti.
Yeah, it's meant the zombies are mostly Haitian.
It's zombie dust. Yeah, it's got the pufferfish dust mixed into it.
Yeah.
Which is, the paralyzing agent.
That would be something else, eh?
Heck yeah. Well, I mean, goofer dust, right? You can make goofer dust. And you can blow that into anything.
Worried me sometimes, Mama.
You know what I need to do then, Monica? Thanks for that, because I need send me the potion over. Because
send you a recipe for goofer dust.
That should be my next practical joke on my buddy to get back for the.
You can't do that.
Why not? It won't kill him, will it?
Yes, it very well could.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
What about a small amount?
Franken-dust.
What about just a small amount?
I mean,
I'll
tell you what. Tell him all. Okay, you know what you do? You get in up here. So you tell him all the stories about voodoo and about goofer dust and about zombie dust and about all this stuff. And then like a week later, like really lay it on thick. Let him know all about it. Like get into detail.
I will, in fact.
And then a week later, show up and then blow some regular dirt in his face. Say, have good dreams tonight, and walk off. Got to get up there.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, a lot of this is spicy psychology.
a lot of it is, and I tell you what was creepy because back I had one of my first houses I bought next to my best friend too, right? Yeah. And
Yeah.
when I was married at the time, my wife's parents went to Louisiana and they brought me back a voodoo doll. And it was cool. It was so cool. I loved it. In fact, I didn't have this is my starter house, so I didn't really have, it wasn't that big, but I had a big, cool 2-car garage and I turned that into like the man cave, right? And so everything was in there, furniture and some of the trinkets that me and the wife were also collecting at one point. And I had the corners sectioned off where I put my other stuff away. And that's, you guys know that story. But I had this voodoo doll. It was sitting there for ever since I got it for 2-3 years. My buddy would come over and he was infatuated with the voodoo doll, you know. And much like I was, and and this is a true story. We always would marvel at this, and I tried to cast spells on it and say, "This is Brian." I would take pins and try to stick it. I'm looking over the fence if it was working. Yeah, that's how dumb I am, you guys. That's how weird I am. I was really trying to conjure up some stuff, right? But the spook, and I did the text. Yes, you would have probably not befriended me if we would have met, in our 20s and 30s. So,
oh yeah, I would have.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good. So anyway, but here's the strangest thing. Then all of a sudden it came up missing. And I'm like, I'm searching all over the garage for this. I even asked hey, did you see my voodoo doll? And I know how much my friend loved it so much. So I go to his house. Hey man, did you steal my voodoo doll, dude? No, why would I? No, that's creepy, man. I don't want that voodoo in my house. So I'm going through his house, his garage is not there. And so it was gone, you guys, for months, up to a year. And me and the wife, we ended up getting divorced, this, that, and the other. And I'm boxing up all my stuff because she kept that house. And I went out, I had to go get an apartment or something. So I'm unboxing my stuff one day, the day of moving in. So I started going through all my boxes, setting up my apartment. And kid you not, in one of the last boxes I opened, and my wife did kind of help me moving out. We had an amicable divorce. It was nothing. It was just a time to move on, right? So one of the last boxes I opened, you guys, and there sat the voodoo doll in my box, which I had lost for over a year.
Wow.
I called my wife. Did you put this? Did you take this for the last year and hide it from me? And put it in the box to freak me out one last time. No, I swear, Rob, I did not. I would not do that. I know how much you love that doll. I call my friend. Hey, man, did you sneak this? Help me when he gets you. Help me move it as well. Box. No. So I set it up, you guys. I take it out and I put it in a spare room or whatever. It was a small apartment, whatever. I just put it away. A year or two goes by where I finally buy another house. I move out. And in the room that I put it in, that I never really frequented, it was just like a junk room. Do you know that when I went to move out, I couldn't find that voodoo doll?
He'll pop up.
He's
out doing his thing. He'll pop up. He's there.
And I'm wondering, since it did come from Louisiana, I'm wondering New Orleans to be, from wherever her dad bought it for me was. I was wondering if they put a little curse or a little spell on it to play tricks on me,
Yeah.
or whoever bought it,
Well, I mean, it could be a lot of things, Rob.
Because I know I wasn't losing my mind.
Did you ever see that horror movie with the Zuni fetish doll? Where it comes to life because the gold chain falls off of it that was binding its spirit? And the gold chain breaks, so its spirit is set loose, and it comes to life and chases this chick around her apartment, and eventually, yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I got to see that.
You haven't seen the Zuni fetish doll?
No.
It's like a trilogy of terror. Oh, go watch it.
Oh,
Go
boy, I
watch
gotta check
Trilogy
that
of
one.
Terror.
I did watch
Maybe
Teeth.
not you, Rob.
Huh? Yeah, maybe not. Right. I
did watch Teeth the other night.
That's weird.
Teeth.
Yeah.
Teeth.
It's a
Vampire movie?
no,
No.
no. No. It's about
Check it out, Rob. Check it out, Rob.
yeah, just
Will.
yeah. We're not going to say where the teeth are located.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I would not
But
want
it's
to
an
place.
actual thing.
I would not want to place the package there.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an actual condition. It is. They just
Yeah, I know that, but it's like
Uh,
maybe not as severe as they're making it out.
no.
But I couldn't imagine.
It sounds like it wouldn't be the place to place the package.
No, you
No.
want to keep your packages far away
Okay, very good.
from
Which
this.
one done right?
Keep any kind of extremity far away from this condition. Let me just put it that way. Yeah. So Rob, I'll bring you back a voodoo doll.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Maybe it just is out looking for companionship, and if I bring you a voodoo doll, it will stop.
Thank you. And it'll reappear again. They'll have two little buddies.
Yeah, you'll have two of them to worry about.
Like
You're gonna
that.
hear
Now-
hear in the middle of the night.
Now that would be a story if you indeed did that, and my other voodoo doll all of a sudden appeared again.
Yeah, at the end of your bed.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you're never going to be able to like share a house with me at any point.
Yeah,
You
I don't know.
You're like Monica, have you ever heard Bob Van Buren's story about the Ouija board? I don't think you've met Bob.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, he was in his 20s and he had an apartment. And I've known this cat for 40 years. And we lived in the same apartment complex for a while. But he I can't remember if he borrowed a Ouija board or I think he borrowed a Ouija board. And
That's not even good.
Just borrow it. Hey, dude, what are you doing with your Ouija board next weekend? You mind if I borrow it?
so, or he got left at his house or something. I don't know. But anyway, so there was a cat that was in his apartment before that. The guy died in. Actually, they said he died, but the real story is that he may have gotten murdered in the kitchen of his apartment.
Oh, that sucks.
So Bob gets a bright idea to try and contact him with his Ouija board by himself. Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's in his early 20s. He's not real smart, right? None of us were.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And so he something happens and it freaks him out. So he puts the Ouija board up, puts it in the kitchen cabinet, right? Below in the lower kitchen cabinet.
Yeah.
So he goes to bed and let's see if he goes to bed and his fan freaks out like a bearing was going out and it just starts squealing, right? And it wakes him up. He goes to get out of bed and he hits his foot on something. The freaking Ouija board was underneath his bed.
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
So he's freaking out, right? And I mean, it's not funny. I mean, I'm sorry. But yeah, the if I remember right, the box was still in the cabinet, but the Ouija board was under his bed.
Yeah, it's funny to the extent that he's still with us today, but man, oh man.
You know,
But
all I
that's-
think about is little Gage under the bed with the
Oh,
scalpel.
right?
jeez.
The Achilles
Yeah.
tendon.
Yeah.
Now, this
Oh,
is the same
man.
guy that got
Yeah.
scratched. This is the same guy that got scratched at the Hill House when we went.
Stuff doesn't like him. He needs to not mess around with things.
no doubt.
He needs to go get like a cleansing. He needs to go get cleansed.
Oh, yeah, he got those scratches and on his back at that house, right,
Yeah,
Tex?
yeah,
And
same
almost
guy.
had, and it almost like I always say, and that's just me. It looked like it was like almost some sort of pentagram was starting, and you guys
Or
all
an
different.
A, or people see a lot of
An
different
A,
things.
and yeah, it's just your perception is, yeah. Little Gage though, can you imagine walking by your bed? Little Gage takes out that scapula or scalpel, I should say.
Yeah.
Scapula.
Scapula.
They got a
Scapula would be
scapula.
scapula. That's Jesus, but the scalpel
That's a sepulcher.
cuts your Achilles tendon, man. You cannot do nothing.
Are you changing my background?
I'm looking for a picture.
Put Krampus back, sir.
All right. Hang on. Good God.
I think we've established the mood I'm in.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna wake up to brutal text in the morning.
Well, looking for that dual prong gadget.
Get me a dual-ended.
Dual ended.
I'll tell you what. Buy what I send you. Like I sent you. Get what I sent you. Just buy that. We won't have a problem.
It's not difficult.
Not.
Yeah, that
I'm
reminds
a
me.
simple girl. I am simple. I just want what I sent.
Well, that's probably one of the reasons why I got divorced, because the wife gave me a simple I say, what do you want for your birthday or Christmas? Give me a little list. Puts down this perfume. I forgot the name of it way back when, but it started with a P. And, I didn't take the list with me, so I'm just guessing. I said, what the hell was the name of that perfume? So I go into all these different stores and found one that started with a P.
Oh my God.
Bought that one.
Starts with a P. What are you crazy about?
So hey, that's probably what it is. Everything else was EA. So yeah, I give it to her. Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. Forgot what it was, you guys.
It was poison.
She opens it. Oh, well, that was back in it was.
been.
I know what that is. I might have bought her poison, but it wasn't, because that's very familiar.
Okay.
So anyway, here it is. Opens it up, and I could tell she's not excited at all. I go, that's the one. That's the one you wanted, right? Start with a P and stuff. Started with a P, she says. No, this is not it. Whatever. You really care about me, Huh? Got the receipt. I'm like, well, okay, well, chill out just a little. Honey, I spent $50 on it or whatever. Yeah. So it's not,
$50.
I don't. Back in the 80s, the 90s, whatever it was. I don't know. 90s. What I forget how long it was, but 7 years. I don't know. All I know is this: I got divorced at 36.
Well, at least you didn't buy the one with the, I used to have a cologne that had, it was the Bronc Rider, and the bottle was shaped like a Bronc Rider. It was god awful, but I wore Kung Fu too, so
Kung Fu.
I used
my gosh.
Oh yeah, there's that, Bob.
This is it. Oh, hold on. I got to tell you the story about the chicken vase.
Chicken vase?
The chicken vase. Hold on. Let me see if I can steal this photo, because you got to see the chicken vase. Yes. Okay. So Chris and I were walking through Buc-ee's one day, just randomly.
Oh, I love Buc-ee's.
I love Buc-ee's. It's got everything.
It does.
Walmart of gas stations.
Yeah.
I can go Christmas shopping there. But continue.
Yeah, actually. And there was this god awful glass hand-blown chicken vase proudly displayed in the middle of the aisle, and sarcastic smartass Monica walks over. And if you know me, you know I am sarcastic as the day is long, and a smartass like the day is long. And I'm like, oh honey,
Yeah.
if you get me anything, God is shining a light on this chicken. And I'm clearly like exaggerating. I am being dripping with sarcasm, right? 3 months goes by and it's Mother's Day.
Oh, boy.
And I open up my gift.
Oh, no.
And it is this god-awful chicken vase.
Oh, wow.
And I'm staring at it, and it's ugly. And I'm thinking, is my present inside of it? So I'm like shaking it. I've got it upside down. I'm looking in the box. I'm like,
where's the real gift?
I was like, that's it? And he goes, well, you said you wanted it. I was like, that? He goes, yeah. Well, you said if I get you anything to get you that. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, look at my house. Does it look like I want that in my house? Do you know me, sir? Have we met? Do you not know when I'm being sarcastic? Are you kidding me? And I don't normally get upset about things. I don't. I really don't. I don't get upset. I appreciate that you gave me something. Like by and large, but this was like so ridiculous. And then he doubled down on it. I think that's what pissed me off, is that he doubled down. Well, you said you wanted it.
Oh, yeah. Get out of it. But I will say this. You mentioned something that I probably know how I am today. I'd have bought the chicken vase, but like you said, Monica, I probably would have put the cool present inside it just to piss you off in the beginning. And then, when you unveiled the nice package that was inside the vase, they'd even, okay, well, yes, that's funny.
I mean, and then he's like, well, give it back to me, because he had bought it like 3 months ago. He's like, I'll see you. I was like, you can't take that. You're not taking it back. I wouldn't give it to him. I was like, nah, that's mine. That's my gift.
And for those 3 months, he could not wait to give it.
He could not. He was so excited. Let me tell you, he was so excited to give me this gift. Like, he was like, I got you excited. Like you said you wanted, I got you what you wanted. I think maybe that's why I was disappointed, because I was like, oh crap, what did I ask for? Like, I'm excited now. And then I open up, that's staring at me. That's staring at me from a box.
I don't even
and
know.
That is currently sitting on my desk at work, because I'm like, screw it. It's going somewhere, but not in my house.
It's a nice paperweight.
I got to tell you,
it's huge though. It's huge. Like,
really?
It's like 22 inches tall. It's giant.
I got to tell you, I would have bought the vase and tried to find matching freaking glasses or something.
Yeah,
that's what I'd done.
With little baby chicks, a set of baby chicks to surround it.
Yeah, like salt shakers or something.
Oh, God.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah, I mean,
well, honey, great thing. It's great for Thanksgiving presentation.
Yeah.
He's like, you said you wanted it. You said if I get you any, I was like, have we met? Do you know me? Like, do you honestly not know when I'm being sarcastic? Like, clearly you don't. Now I'm just like, I'm questioning a lot of stuff right now that you thought I was serious.
Oh,
you've been married for what, 20 something years? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Well, I tell you what, that takes the cake for 20 years. My mistake, I was only married no more than 7. 20 years, you should probably know when you're sarcastic.
I mean, if we were just dating, I'd be like, okay, I got to tone it down.
Yeah.
I deadpan stuff pretty well. Yeah. But come on. I was like, look around my house. Look where you are. Look at this house. What in this house makes you think that is the style that I want. What in this house makes you think I want to look at that every day?
I mean, you can't even pour anything out of it. There's no lip.
I mean, it would have been even better if they made a hole in the beak.
You could drink some beer out of it.
Fountain crap at it. It's sitting on my desk staring at me every day now. It sits right there next to my computer at work.
I think that's hilarious.
I do kind of, in a weird way, think it's cool you did save it. So,
but yeah, I mean, got to throw something at him eventually. I'm kidding. I'm not a thrower.
Oh yeah,
I'm not.
Lips.
I was married to one of those. My first time. We got in a fight.
I've never been like that.
We got in a fight. We got in an argument, and I was like, "Screw it, I'm out of here," you know. And I had the apartment door open, and I had 1 foot out the door, and this high-heeled shoe clocked me in the back of the head from across the room.
My cousin got arrested for assault for throwing a Burger King hamburger at his ex-wife.
Are you serious?
Oh no!
Arrested for assault.
Oh my gosh!
For clocking her with a Whopper.
Whopped her with a Whopper.
The only thing I've had thrown at me, literally, was from a female. Again, it always reverts back to my best buddy Brian. He moved, yeah.
He's a pip.
Yeah, before he got married to his Sandy. I've known her as long as Brian as well, right? And I got her so mad one day because I went to his apartment. It was like their first day. They're having, they just settled in. So good old BMR takes my buddy Brian. Of course, when his wife went to bed, and we snuck out. I took him to the bar, and I got him all tanked. Got him all drunk. Get back to the apartment. She is fuming at him because he can't even walk or talk. He's stumbling over everything. She looks at me, of course, and says, "Robbie, you're the culprit behind this. I'm so pissed at you." And you don't remember the phones that were the dial rotary phones? This is how we still have those, the little squares. She unplugs the phone from the wall, picks up and guns it at me from across the room. And damn near a good shot almost hit me. And I managed. Hey, listen.
Did you matrix it?
I pulled a piano, man. Whoa. He avoids phones and bullets. And she threw it so hard, it hit the back of the wall, and it took out part of the wall. It put a hole.
Holy crap.
And I said, she goes, "Oh, I'm so mad at you." I said, "You got bigger problems. You got a cheap ass apartment. That phone put a hole in your wall. How thin is your walls around here?" Ha ha ha. She goes, get out. I said, "I can't go nowhere. I lost my keys outside of the pond."
Oh no.
No, I said that though, but I didn't. She would have let me drive anyway. It was kind of, but yeah.
Me and a buddy of mine, my best friend. I had met this guy through him, and we became friends and everything. So the three of us decide one day we're gonna go, just go out, kick it. And so we end up, and this guy was one of these guys that he had to pay for everything and be the talker and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. You want to talk your ass off and you want to buy me a drink, I'm going to let you buy the drinks, right? So anyway, we kind of make the circuit of topless bars. We beer crawled the circuit of topless bars around. I mean, around and in Fort Worth. I mean, we went all the way out to Crescent, which is towards Granbury, and then made it back.
Dang, way out to Granbury.
Yeah, and there was a little topless bar out there. Everybody, I think it was called Norma's, but everybody called it Nasty Norma's, and it was run by an older Vietnamese woman, and most of the women in there were
Was it the C team?
yeah, let's go with that. And so anyway, we go out there and we come back and we go to a few more bars. And this guy, Lee is his name, and Lee was absolutely trash. And we're doing this in the middle of the day, right? He is absolutely trash. Just about dark, we managed to make it back home. He was so bad that when we pulled up and we knew his wife was going to be pissed.
Oh boy.
So we pulled up to the front of his house, and he literally crawled out of the car and crawled up the sidewalk to the front porch.
I've done that.
Oh boy.
And his wife opened the door. His wife opened the front door, screamed a few expletives at us, turned around, slammed the door, and locked him out on the front porch for the night.
He'd sleep it off. He's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did you say this place was called Nasty Norma's?
Yeah, that's what everybody called it. Yeah.
It just popped in my head. When I was back down in San Antone, Texas, I was on the Riverwalk and I went to a place called Dirty Nelly's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I spent breakfast, lunch, and dinner in this place.
Holy cow, Rob, were you lonely?
I know I was with a friend. But it was so great. We were singing songs. The whole bar was such a great time. It was such a great time that I decided to pay for everyone's drinks.
Oh.
And I forgot I even did that until I got the wife. I was still getting another one of the notches against me for getting divorced. When I get home, we get like a $680 Visa charge at the one bar. Because me was, being life of the party. And on top of that, I left like a $300 tip, so the bar bill was almost $1,000.
Yeah.
The good old days, though. The good old days. Dirty Nelly's.
I don't think I
It's on the Riverwalk, right on the corner. You can't miss it. Well, maybe, I don't know if it's there today. I was like 35 or something when I went last.
Bristol says, I've been to Dirty Nelly's in Ireland.
Ooh, now that'd be a place to go to.
Heck yeah.
I'd love to go. I'm not a fan of going to Europe, England, or none of that. I would, however, love to go to Ireland.
I'd like to go to Ireland. I want to go, yeah. I think that would be fun.
I was in Germany, loved that during Oktoberfest. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, München. You went to Munich.
Finn says, I was drinking at a party one time with some old friends anyway. He had a big, beautiful outdoor fire pit. He's so drunk he just laid down next to the fire.
Oh, well, yeah.
That happens too.
I had a buddy do that. He laid right down next to a propane gas heater and woke up with 3rd-degree burns on his forearm. Didn't even know he was getting burnt up. Maybe not 3rd degree, but
2nd degree.
2nd degree, yes.
I had a friend, Brian. Okay, so we were in Skooka Meadows one year, and he was in charge of building the fire in the middle of camp. I don't know what the hell he built. There were flames, but there was no heat throwing off of it. And I said, congrats, you just created cold fusion. You're going to make a ton of money there, Prometheus. That was his nickname for the next 3 years was Prometheus.
Oh, God.
So the next year we gave him such crap the first year. I was like, dude, and I think I did stand on one of the logs at one point. I was like, there is no heat. And so he built such a fire the next year that we all had to move our chairs back, and we all had sunburns.
Yeah. Oh man.
Because he was like, Prometheus, that you feel the heat now.
Yeah.
Build a freaking signal fire.
Talking about oh god, you guys, so many memories. Talking about fires. Again, my buddy Brian. Now, you guys know why I love him so much because we've had a lot of history, right? Again, my best friend that I hate. We're at this party and he's dancing around a fire pit. And we're all sitting around in lawn chairs just in the summer. I'm like, look at that a-hole. Watch, he's going to fall in the fire. Because the fire pit was built up of brick, so it was maybe 8 inches high, and the fire, and it was a nice roaring fire. And I don't know what song was on that possessed him to start dancing, stupidly, right? We're all kind of laughing. He was entertaining. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, anyways. So he goes backward. I go, there he goes, and he trips, falls backwards, back and ass first into the fire.
Oh shit!
And he falls in the fire. And you know me, with my best friend, who I always pay the jokes on. Everyone got up to try to help him out. I said, no, wait a minute. Let him stew for a little bit. Let's see how we can take the heat.
Just wait for those burns to set in a little deeper.
Right before we have to take him to the ER. Oh, Rob, no way. They get him out, and he gets out, and you know what? Nothing major went down. He was just very hot back. His pants, everything singed.
Yeah.
He didn't care. Continues on dancing. Give me another beer. So hey, no harm, no foul.
Rub some dirt on it and walk it off.
There you go. Man, here you are, being a man. I'm proud of you, being a man about it.
Rub some dirt on it.
Now, I wish all this stuff I've done, I wish we would have had the cell phone.
No, you don't.
All these stories would go viral.
Don't.
Oh, heck no.
Come on now.
Oh, my gosh. No.
Well,
I'm embarrassed to remember some of the stuff. I sure wouldn't want to see it on a video screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I would not either. I got some stuff on the old VHS tapes that are kind of embarrassing.
Oh, I do too.
I don't, thank God.
Things seem to surface every few years. I'm like, oh, really? Get rid of that. Is that me? Oh, wow. Okay, I guess it is.
Yeah, I've got there's was that Halloween party at Bob's, and he had rented a video camera from Blockbuster. Okay, that's
wow.
This party, right?
Yeah.
And so they start passing the video camera around, right? I may or may not have been a little inebriated.
Right, of course, right, yeah.
I get a bright idea to take it into the bathroom with me.
Oh boy.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun.
Okay, so on that note, let's end it because I'm actually over here yawning and I have to get up and go into my awesome job tomorrow.
So with your awesome job, Monica.
Anyway.
Yeah.
With your awesome job, Monica, you do you get any time off for the upcoming
Good behavior
festivities?
Yeah.
Are you guys
you for the holidays?
Are you guys 24/7? You're working Christmas Eve and Christmas Day?
Oh heck no.
Okay, well that's good.
No, I am off Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas. And I could have taken Monday and Friday off, but I'm hoarding my time off.
Ah, yes.
Because I have places to go.
Absolutely.
That okay, so Monday and Friday are like, who cares if you're there? It's 2 days of the week at the opposite ends of the week. So yeah, it's working.
Gotcha.
Catch up on YouTube video.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I will have stuff to do, but it's not like a grind like normal. So I can tough it through those 2 days.
There you go.
Right. Absolutely.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah, I had fun. It was a blast.
Had a good time. Thanks for coming on with me.
Anytime. Always fun.
Everybody check out BMR and his package that is available for Christmas still.
On Amazon.
Amazon.
Bigfoot, Michigan Rob in your Amazon browser.
And you can get his packages delivered. because he's got multiple packages for you.
He does.
Yeah,
He cannot wait for this to die. You can thank Dave Schrader for that.
yeah. Well, I do appreciate it, Monica. You put it very nicely.
She's so eloquent.
Trying to entice.
Very
Trying to entice. You catch more flies with honey, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Monica. And
That's
right. And you do a good job.
All right, everybody. So, Tex, where are we going to catch you? All over the place?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tex is going to be on a lot, I guess, because that's what he does.
Since I got schedule changes, allowing me to do a lot more.
Yes,
which is nice. We're happy to have you. Your schedule is accommodating now, which is great.
Yes. I will be. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be on the Blonde show tomorrow, and we're gonna have Brian Alvarez from After Dark Radio is gonna be on with us.
Nice.
So me and Brandy will be there. So.
And actually, yes, the Tex will be on with me, Monica, and Brandy Saturday night.
Yeah,
you'll be there, right, Monica? You got nothing going on?
I will be there. Yeah.
The midnight show, the late show will be me, Tex,
you,
Monica,
and
Brandy.
Me and Monica will be back tomorrow night.
Yeah. Okay, so I got Breezy's show starting at 10, so we can go on.
That's where I'm going to be. That's where.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I've got Donnie Cho at 8:30 Central on Saturday. I'm going to be fighting a guy who thinks that Freddie Mercury is overrated.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it because we're doing our Christmas day.
Gotcha.
So.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well,
and I don't know. Apparently, I should know who this person is. Brian, somebody.
Brian Bowden.
Huh?
Brian Bowden.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian. Yeah, because that's who it is. That's
Brian Bowden. Bowden. However you want to say it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brian. I'm unfamiliar.
Sir Brian Bowden.
Yes, you know it. Well, he's been on our shows before. He is actually pretty cool.
I know it's fun. I'm not really gonna.
He is. Oh, I know you're not. He's always saying something offbeat and off the wall.
I can match that.
We all know that.
I know. That's what makes me so quirky and fun to be with.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So thanks for tuning in. My book recommendation is going to be the same as last week because it's the holidays and I really feel strongly that everybody should check it out. The Scary Book of Christmas Lore, which you can get on Amazon. I want to say it's like $12 or $15, and it's got literally every spooky lore in there. It's got Mary Lloyd, something like I can never pronounce it right. I have a hard time with Welsh. It's got Compass. It's got the Yolakoturin, which is the
Yolakoturin.
Yolakoturin. The Yule Cat. I almost said Noel Cat. It's the Yule Cat, but it's got all of these ones that I promise you probably haven't heard of before. So check out that book if you like the spooky side of Christmas. Yep. Again, it's on Amazon, not expensive, $10-15, and you won't be sad you got it.
I might have to get that for next year's Christmas rounds of spooky.
Yeah, you should, because it's got a lot in it.
Cool.
Yep. So with that, we're going to bid you all a fond farewell. Have a good night, a Merry Christmas, and we will catch you guys on the flip side.
Very good.